Welcome. So we're on another journey today and we're going somewhere really interesting for me. I haven't got my sidekick with me, I'm away with work, so rather than go to Sheffield where the last two stealth camping videos have been, I'm actually going to Buxton. Why Buxton, I hear you ask? Well, many years ago, I went to school in Buxton. I went to a private school. You wouldn't think it, but yeah, I did. I went to a private school. In fact, it was a boarding school. And at that boarding school, and that very boarding school is based in Buxton. Well, it was based in Buxton. It's now gone. It's now been converted into apartments, I believe, and sold off. Some of them might actually be houses, and if they are, well, they've got a lot of bedrooms, so whoever's bought them's got more money than I have. So the plan tonight is to stealth camp in Buxton at my old school, so join us.
I made an old man. I said, tell me your story. Got an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.
Alright, this rings a bell. I remember being drunk round here somewhere, so I think it's left here. Hopefully I can park here, otherwise this whole video is going to be a waste of time. So that's the school on the right hand side. Just turn the camera a bit. That building never used to be there, that's a new one. So I reckon I can get away with this. I reckon I can park here, jump in the back. So that's all my old school there. That's the girls' house, that one on the end there's the boys' house. Yeah, decent. It's been a long time since I've been here. Bringing back some memories. Opera House, used to walk up this road intoxicated all the time. Swimming baths on the left hand side, I think. Pavilion Gardens. That should be the swimming baths on the left. Now, yes, swimming baths and fitness centre. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to go down here. I'm hoping I can find somewhere to park. Coaches, I think. I think that's a no, but this could be a yes. The only sign that I just saw was ducks crossing the road, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Alright. Right, so we're not actually going to park here. I've just come here because there's what's called Town Park. I think that's what we used to call it. Buxton Town Park, anyway. Whatever it's called, that's what we'll call it. And at Buxton Town Park, I'm going to run around the park, basically. And then what we'll do is we'll move from here back to the school. And I'll see if I can park outside. And that's where I'll do my stealth camp tonight. We might even get out and have a little look around, we'll see. my hat on because it's cold out there. In fact, I might even have my bobble hat with me. So I've got three summer tops, two pairs of shorts, which are going to be useless, and another summer t-shirt. So we are very ill prepared, as they say. Now, if you've noticed that I'm turning funny, I can't look that way. I don't know what's happened. Every now and again, I reckon probably every two months, maybe 3 months, I get this little thing in my neck. It starts here, and it's kind of halfway down my back, and it just getting old. Getting old. As I was reminded on Friday when it was my birthday. I don't know what it is, but the older you get, the more people make a fuss. Everyone's like, what did you do for your birthday? If anybody's born, sorry, not if anybody's born, if anybody's birthday is in January, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. No one does anything. No one's got any money. Everybody's still recovering from the Christmas and New Year period. Anybody whose birthday is in the first 2 weeks of January knows what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So you plan something, right? What we're going to do is we're all going to go out for a meal. All right? We'll go out for a meal, have a few drinks, and then we'll go to a nightclub. Or whatever the case may be. Not if your birthday's in the first 2 weeks of January. Why? Because nobody wants to do anything. One by one, people drop out, and then you're left with either nobody or just a couple of people, so which is fine. But after a while, you just get the point that if you're born in January, you ain't celebrating your birthday, especially the first 2 weeks. What is going on with this? Not like I'm dressing Amika, not myself. Who knows? Who cares? Just put it on, keep warm. God, it's a bit tight. I think my head must have grown. The thing is with self-camping as well, quite hard to use a diesel heater. It's definitely a summer thing, self-camping. In winter it's a lot harder. I must admit, one of the things I don't like doing is leaving my van and going for a run in built-up areas. It just doesn't feel safe to me. It's not the van getting stolen, because obviously, you know, there's insurance that can get replaced. It's just everything else. I'm sure everybody feels the same, and the chances of getting broken into is really, really, really slim. However, you always seem to hear about it, but then nobody's going to post and tell you that they didn't get broken into today, are they? So you're only going to hear about the ones that did get broken into. So if you think of all those nights, all those vans, and then the one-offs, the percentage is really low. And do you know what? If it happens, as long as Amika's not in the van when it happens, it really doesn't matter. It's just one of those things. So I'm trying to work out which way to run around the park. I think if I run that way round, then I'm only looking over that shoulder really. That might be the best option. Right, some memories this is the road we used to sneak out down, the path from the school. That was kind of the admin area. Upstairs was some of the classrooms. Let's get across the road and have a look. We'll come back this way. Park Road. It's a proper neighbourhood. Oh, proper neighbourhood watch around here. So I've decided to come up here, make some videos of the old school, and then I'll go park up. But yeah, that was the basketball court there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so this is where we used to play basketball and stuff. That was the headmaster's office. I used to be in there quite a lot. This was never here. This is a new building. And there's two boarding houses. That was the girls' house, that one. And the one over there was the boys. And then between the two, I don't know if we can walk through here. Let's see if we can get through. It does say private, but I spent 3 years of my life here. So that was the girls' house, and then that up there was my old bedroom at the top. When we changed houses, it used to be a girls' house, then it changed to a boys' house. And this was the football pitch. Wow, I hope there's too much ice. Yeah, there used to be like a little shack here. That was the art room. That was the main house. There used to be a library across here. I don't think I can get through here. Oh, that's a shame. Library across here, and then that was the other classrooms. So, wow, it's crazy. Good memories, very good memories. Right, shame I can't get through. So we'll go back around the other side. And then have a look at the school from the front. Bet they're used to people coming and looking. So we used to have all sorts of people here. People from China, Hong Kong actually. Before I came, there was people from Saudi Arabia here, princes. So it was a very posh school, very well-renowned school, but unfortunately I don't really know what happened, but something to do with money. And the school went into liquidation. That was the end of it. I think it was the year after I left. There's nothing to do with me. Could you imagine years ago me sneaking down here, bottles of White Lightning? That's it from the front. That is the old school. Amazing memories. My old maths class is down there. The bottom floor window. That was where I used to do maths, or didn't do maths. I used to get thrown out of maths all the time because I was too good at it. I wasn't, it was rubbish. Right, let's carry on this run and get back to the van. Right, run complete. Well, it didn't go very far. 4.5 kilometres, something like that. It was a struggle, not gonna lie. But then again, I didn't really eat or drink much today, so that never helps. I've got the extraction fan on. Last time in Sheffield, didn't open the extractor fan and I cooked with it I opened it but I didn't turn it on. When I went through to the front of the cab, because I forgot something, my front window was soaked. So if I'm ever cooking, I definitely need the front of the van blocked off, which it is now, and also the extractor on. So that's what we've done this time around. So what we're making today, we are making Chinese and some Polish sausage, which I brought by accident. So last time we came camping, I forgot to bring knives and forks, and this time it appears I forgot the wooden spoon. Must have left it at home. What a nightmare. Today's video sponsor is JF EGWO. JF EGWO. And yeah, they kindly sent me this 12-volt jump starter, and it's also an air compressor. When they first offered it me, I was like, nah, I don't need that. And since then, I've run my battery dead 3 times. Once in Sheffield on the Manor Estate, and obviously that is not a place you want to be breaking down. One moment. I've just realised how noisy it is, so you have to accept my apologies for that. Yeah, they have sent me this air compressor, and I'm not going to lie, it has been an absolute lifesaver. So like I said, not only is it a jump start, it's an air compressor, so I pumped my tyres up with it. I actually had a flat tyre in my last van. I had a nail in it, and obviously I needed to get it changed, but I needed to get to the garage in order to do that, and it was completely flat. It was at a van show. So what I did was I pumped it back up, drove for about a mile, checked it was fine, drove a little bit further, checked it was fine, and carried on, and then obviously got to the garage and got it changed. But this thing has been a lifesaver. It's got a 25 amp hour lithium battery in it, so it's fine if you run it dead, you don't have to worry about anything to do with that. And obviously it comes with 2 USBs, which is super handy, which means that obviously you can charge things on the go. So I've had it before where I've been sat outside faffing around with something and I need a little bit of power, rather than plugging it into the van or into the Bluetti somewhere. I just take this with me and I've got power with me, so it's absolutely great. I've actually been on a hike up one of the mountains, and I put this in my backpack just in case anything died, my drone or whatever needs charging. I can just plug it straight into here and get things charged. It can also pump up your paddleboard. If you've got a paddleboard, you can get an attachment for it and put it onto your paddleboard, so obviously you can take that with you. 25 amp hours is quite a lot of power, lithium power, to take with you on the move wherever you go. I've used it many times, as I say, to pump up the tyres. If you think about it, if you've got BF Goodrich or all-terrain tyres and you want to go off-road and your tyres are pumped up really high, having something like this is fantastic, because it means you can let the air out of your tyres, which is a lot better if you're off-road. It takes off the thump and the thud and stops everything shaking around, and if you've got fill-ins, it stops them from falling out as well. And then obviously once you get back to hard standing, once you get back onto the road, you can just pump it back up. Dead easy to use. You just turn it on, and I can find the on button on this side. LCD comes on, and there's various different settings that you've got for different readings, different units. So there's PSI, bar, kPa, whatever that is, and kilogram per centimetre squared. So I've just used it on PSI because I'm used to that, or bar, whichever, it makes no difference for van tyres, because it tells you the same anyway. And it comes with jump cables, very simple. You just connect them in the end, like that. Obviously I'm not going to touch these together, that's why they're at different lengths. Do not touch them together, but connect them to the battery. It's already on. You don't have to do anything apart from turn the key of your engine, and it will just start it instantly from completely dead. Absolutely amazing bit of kit. Like I say, it saved my life 3 times so far. Bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's got me out of any bother. So highly recommend it. There is a torch on here. Can't remember how to do it. I think you hold the button down. There it is. And so I'll put a little link in the description if you are interested in it. Definitely get hold of one. I'm actually after another one. I want the second one, and I want the second one. I want to keep this one in the van, and the other one I want to take with me wherever I go. Probably a little bit smaller than this one, ideally. So yeah, if anyone's watching that wants to send me a smaller one, like a oblongy type thing, then please get in touch. That's the company. I do recommend this. I say on all my product videos that anybody who sends me products comes chasing me all the time. Where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? I can't test it after a week and put a video on. Not happening. Absolutely, it's not happening. Oh no, we're nearly out of gas. What a nightmare. And the gas is in the back of the van, and I've got my shoes on. If you don't like spiders, look away. You've got to be careful with these spiders, because some of them, although they're only tiny, they do bite. Once they get scared, they will have a little bite at you. So I think what we'll do is we'll get him out of the house. Out of the house? Out of the van. Back to trying to see if we can get the gas. Let's keep that going. Any more spiders in my bed? By the way, I don't like spiders. Don't think that I'm some sort of spider tamer. I can't stand them. We're so close. Gotcha. I feel like I've just completed Crescent factor. Oh no, how do you get in there? Now leave that in there. Smells good though now, guys. Beautiful. Cold one last night, guys. Good morning. Well, that was a very good night's sleep. Got woken up a couple of times by lorries going past on the main road down the bottom, but other than that, great night's sleep. Get used to this urban stealth camping. I must admit, I do feel a lot safer in urban areas than I do wild camping sometimes. It's cold in here. So I woke up to 4 degrees. It's now up to 7, but still cold in here. I've got a down duck feather quilt, and then I've got this blanket that goes over the top, so I'm red hot at night time. I mean, I could sleep in -10, I'd still be hot in that bed. I'm going to jump in the front now, get the engine warmed up, and then I've got about an hour. Well, it's an hour and 1 minute it's saying, but it's 7:15 in the morning, so by the time I get over towards Sheffield from Buxton, that traffic's going to build up, all the school traffic's going to build up, so that hour's probably going to be more like an hour and a half, especially if they're still doing the gasworks in Sheffield. Right, let's get out of here.
You can lead a blind man to